Hey folks, welcome back. Test, 1, 2, 3. Okay, just making sure my microphone's working. Where were we in this game of Conquest of Elysium? Let's just have a look at where we're at. Oh yeah, alright. So, for anybody who missed this last time, I think this was like my 5th go. I kept actually dying at the start because I put the game on. The game settings are set to wilder, which basically means the wildlife, you know, the kind of these neutral factions like these guys, they usually have twice as many or more troops, so loads and loads of wandering monsters. Now, Conquest of Elysium 5 had a nice little feature added to it, and well, it's nice if you like punishment, basically, where you can now get ambushed. Ambushes were always in it. The difference is now, ambushes are actually, the enemies will appear quite close to the head of the column. So if you're, they'll tend to go straight for your commanders, which makes ambushes really deadly in this game. This is Kossuth the High Cultist. I think this is the main character I've got. Let's just have a look at this dude. Yeah, it looks like it. So he's got a robe of shadows, and you've got the amulet of cold resistance. As it always is with Conquest of Elysium, the items that you get are completely random. So it isn't until the end of the game really that you start getting enough to be able to start min-maxing things. You know, and like kind of really like pushing items around to characters to really kind of build up for the effect that you want. So yeah, you always end up with a bit of a hodgepodge of stuff. We've also got Nihag on the hybrid cultist here, and Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Some kind of pretender, and he's another high cultist. So these looks like the two main armies that I've got here. I've also got, hold on, I've also got a Shambler Prince here as well. These are Atlantean Shambler Princes. So, oh, we got another high cultist up here too. God, I've got loads of them. It's funny, I only played this the other day and I've completely forgotten what I was doing already. So yeah, it looks like we've got a fair few armies going around here. Let's go back to these messages. There's a battle in a market village. So this is about a load of Atlanteans basically just going in and... Actually lost a lot of units there. Yeah, I lost 4 Deep 1 warriors. I mean, I can resummon them back pretty quick. Battle in Trollland. Okay, these are just some crap. A couple of wyverns. Yeah, a couple of wyverns and some snakes. So, this last battle was in a deserted port. Looks like we got attacked here because these star oaks don't normally move. By the way, how's it going, everybody? Feel free to say hello and come and chat. I'm literally just come on here because I just want to talk. I just feel like playing a game and talking. So I'm just going to be playing this kind of like half-assed in the background. It's not really a very serious playthrough. Now, I did actually manage to charm a troll here, which is a really, really nice addition. It's going to give me a decent front line. We've got a lot of archers here as well. I think we can probably take this. Oh, mind you, I say that. He's gonna take a lot of fire. He has got 58 hit points. Just remind myself how many damage these guys do. Yeah, so it's between 2 and 4. That's a lot. And you can bet there's going to be at least 4 or 5 of them hitting the troll every turn. And what's his regeneration rate? 5. Okay. That's how many percent of its hit points each turn it will regenerate. So yeah, not a whole lot. It's going to be like 2.5, maybe a little bit more, 3. He might be okay. We're going to lose a lot of troops though. Now, we do have the Robe of Shadows on our main character, which makes him ethereal. He's going to be really difficult to kill. He also can enslave stuff. I think we'll be okay with this. Got a bard here. Look, this is a really bizarre little crew that we've got. Definitely a motley crew. Summon and Blood Boil. Yeah, we're going to be fine with this. Let's go in here and we'll take this town of Antvale, which is going to give us some more sacrifices and some much needed money. I've actually got quite a lot of money here. I don't remember what it was that I was trying to do with all this stuff. Let's get some troops in. We'll have some archers to back up this group here, I think. Okay, Troll Land. That's an original name. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop some troops down here. Let's see if we can... Yeah, let's contact an elder being. Okay, he managed to get the summon off okay. This thing's immobile, I think. Oh no, this one can move. Interesting, okay. A Yithian. Energy beam. It's got astrology magic with twist, fate and paralyze. Look at the state of that thing. It looks like an old Dalek. Oh, hey Josh, how's it going? I kicked that nasty flu I had the other day. Back to work delivering boxes for FedEx. Been watching the chess drama all day. Have you been paying attention? No. It's funny because after we had that conversation about chess the other day, I went away thinking, right, I'm going to start playing chess again. It's been years, and then I completely forgot. So, thanks for reminding me though. I'll have to get back into it. Let's see what I can do here. So, yeah, I think I'm going to leave this guy here. I don't really like slow units. Mind you, this is a good one. Initiative 8, range 5, energy beam. That's actually really good. I think I'm going to leave it here guarding this. Oh, let's just make sure we've got everyone going. And roll the turn on. Alright, Sean, how's it going? Sean's saying, is that the thing about how that bloke beat Carl Magnusson in a very unorthodox way? Yeah, Joshua has to answer that question. Because I've not been paying any attention to chess at all. Okay, here we go. We're moving in on this village. Okay, look, yeah, so we managed to charm someone on the walls. As soon as you do this, by the way, that becomes like a target for the enemies. And they'll often target it because it's close. So I think we've got a fair chance of winning this without too many casualties. We have lost most of our front line of soldiers. I'm not really that bothered as long as I don't lose the troll. And the troll's going to have to bash these wooden gates down. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. Harry Letherton, he's saying slow units in Conquest Elysium can be brutal. Yeah, they are. That's why I really don't like playing either dwarves or any of the halfling factions. The Hoburg factions. Well, I don't dislike them. I just find them like slow units are kind of a pain. I don't know if anybody's played Agartha in Dominions, but Agartha is like an example of... So, I've got this problem when I play these kind of games, especially if my mind starts wandering. Instead of sticking to a plan, I'll tend to just kind of play reactively, and that's a bad idea in games, like especially when the difficulty's up high, or if you play multiplayer or something. You're going to lose, right? So, oh look, we got attacked by a Tatsu. These guys are going to get wrecked. Hang on. Okay, I saw him disappear then. I thought he died. Yeah, so Agartha are a good example of a nation in Dominions that you really need to make a plan and stick with it, because if you don't, all that happens is you kind of move one way, and then somebody moves in on another side, so you kind of slowly plod back to try and defend your territory, and by that time they've just run around you, So you're fighting someone like Calum, it's absolutely horrific. And I find the same thing with Conquest of Elysium with the halflings, actually, with the Hoburgs. Let's go and clear this white out from here. So they're so slow that you've got to really plan what you're doing, and like if you sort of dutifully stomp your way off, like at 2 squares a turn to try and take some village over here, and you've not left yourself a decent garrison or something pops up out of the woods, you're in big trouble. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay, let's get these guys. Okay, this is trading. I wonder if we should start buying some sacrifices. I think we probably should. Let's start buying sacrifices. I'm going to buy the mode price as well. It's going to cost a lot of money, but I don't really need money so much now. Let's go and see what's down here. Yeah, we do need a front line here, I think, before I start moving down that way. I'm going to get a front line up here too. Oops, I don't want to take all these guys though. Just drop a few back. Letherington saying the halflings have such cool summons, but the downsides. To be fair, trying to follow a plan with this game is difficult. Yeah, I do like the Burgermeister and the Markgraf as characters classes in this game. They are really good fun. So I'm not saying don't play them. I think it's just that they have a very specific play style. I did actually start a game as the Dwarf Queen as well the other day, and then kind of just remembered how much I hate them. I really hate the dwarves in this game. Yeah, I don't think that's why it's going to cause as many problems. Oh yeah, we just... What was that? Was that paralysed? Yeah. Okay, so we just paralysed it. That was fairly quick and painless. Yeah, I should probably take this this village here too. Yeah, let's go and take this. I've only got a few small number of troops there. Let's go and take that. What do we got here? Magic Library. Wand of Fear. Acorns. Okay, I remember this now. They've got an alchemist as well. 3 mages. Yeah, this is actually quite a good garrison. I really like playing this game on Wilder now. I've started to really get into it. Letherington saying, as the Burgermeister gems are so important that the map generation basically decides your fate. Yeah, it does. Although, I don't know, I don't know if you'll agree with me here, but I actually find Conquest Elysium 5 seems much better balanced across the gem. Again, you know, with the character classes that need gems. I don't know if they've just increased the amount of gem generating places or not. I'm not really sure what it is that they've done, or whether it's just, you know, maybe it's a bit of confirmation bias. I don't know, but it just seems to me a little bit like the game just seems a little bit more forgiving for the gem income classes. So that's people like the Warlock, yeah, Burgermeister. Who else uses gems? Dwarves. Kobold King as well. What should we do here? We should be able to just run over those. 10 brigands. Now we can actually recruit in here. Oh look, we've got 5 spearmen, 42 gold. Let's take that and we'll get the archers as well. So we've got a little bit of a garrison in here in Linshire. We've got a lot of... We're going to get a lot of these now. So I reckon I should start using them too. Get up another Elder Being. Formless Spawn. That one's not slow. That's interesting. Okay, I think I was under the impression that this always gave you immobile units. Oh, okay, well that one didn't like being summoned. We obviously didn't use the correct incantation. Let's get these guys onto this onto this coal mine here. Rossi says, hey Ben, just wanted to pop in and say I've really been enjoying these Conquest of Elysium videos. I suddenly got bit by the bug after a longish break, and I'm glad you're still doing videos on the game. Thank you. Yeah, I love playing this game. I can play this game endlessly. It's just this is the game that I go to when if I'm not really feeling like playing anything else. I can always enjoy COE. I don't know why. It's just I think it's because I can kind of play it without thinking too much. Yeah, I think I should have I should be able to get this thing. There we go. Look, that was Soul Slay, I think. Was it Soul Slay? I think so. Battle in the Hamlet. Oh no, sorry, that was that. Battle in the Watchtower. Oh, look at that, the assassin took out one of the longbowmen. Now, this is a new feature in Conquest of Elysium 5. The idea of these neutral factions that actually have... They can actually respawn and generate, and these are real pain. Like, if you play on Empire... sorry... Which one is it? Empire, is it? Monarchy or the middle one anyway. Empire, I think it's called. Both of those, these guys are really, really, really strong. And if you let them, they can become quite troublesome, especially if you're also struggling to fight against the AI factions too. Letherington saying, I'm kind of jealous of your spawn area in this game. Yeah, right. So I was kind of lucky here, I think. I started here. This is the deserted port where we started. Let's just get some troops up here actually, just to... Ooh, hang on a minute. Yeah, we've lost... Yeah, I need to go and sort this out. Look, I've been a bit slack, and I've left things unguarded. I think one army is enough down here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these guys back. I might just go and take out these soulless first. Yeah, I'll go and kill these ghouls. 18 units. That's not quite enough. Maybe I'll send these back. Yeah, I'm going to send these guys back. Yeah, Conquest Elysium is just a game that I can just play all the time, and it's endlessly delightful as well, because so much stuff can happen in it. I mean, I think providing you're willing to sort of sit through a lot of mundane stuff in the game as well, because I mean, I remember when I was talking, when I interviewed Illwinter, and before we actually did the interview, they told me that they'd been watching my series, and I was laughing, saying, do you find that I tend to like kind of watch every single battle? Does that annoy you? And they just laughed, and they were like, "Wouldn't it annoy us?" But yeah, we tend to, quite a lot of the battles that you sort of sit and watch, we'd probably skip. I think they said something like that, or words to those effects, and it made me laugh, because I was like, oh, I just like watching stuff kill things in this game. Rotte's saying, sorry, I hope I'm saying that name right, correctly, by the way. I think the one thing I would love from Conquest of Elysium 5 are custom victory conditions, maybe tied to the different starting factions. Would love it if you had strong incentives or requirements to explore planes. What do I think of that? I like the idea in theory. I think what makes Conquest of Elysium work is that it is quite simple, and I think the more complex they make the mechanics, the more potential that we have for the game starting to kind of break. And I do feel that Conquest of Elysium 4 had a lot of stuff in it that wasn't quite working that well. It felt a little bit undercooked, whereas Conquest of Elysium 5 really tied everything up together. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how they could do that if they were going to do multiple victory conditions, something like this. Let's see if we can take out these users. I think I should be able to do it. They're actually quite strong units. Oh, we've got a captain. Right, let's get this captain up here. And we'll grab some swordsmen. Okay, we have got a fair amount of units here. Look, I did actually leave some guys in... hold on. Hold on a minute. We've actually got a... Oh no, I was looking at a different place. Okay. No, I'm not. Okay, so we've actually got a High Cultist here that I just completely forgotten about. God, I'm so dumb. Right, let's get these... Whoops. Why can't we move? Oh, that's right, because we've got the boat. Okay. So let's go and take these towns back. Which means that we, Donar here can carry on just kind of preparing to strike out to the east and north. We've actually got a mountain spy here too, look. This is a portal. It should take us into this cloud layer. Lethrington's saying, so many settlements in a small area. Yeah, this is a really good start. I don't know if you were around for the first half of this, but yeah, my start there was not so good. It was really, really bad. Let's get this guy just going down here. I don't really care if I lose him. Yeah, I had a bunch of really bad starts, and I made some mistakes as well, as I often do in this game. But I think if, like, one of the nice things about this game is, right, if you approach it like something like Dominions, where you put your all into it, and you might play for hours and hours and hours, like a dozen hours or 20 hours into a campaign, and then you lose, or something bad happens. It can be really frustrating, right? I think with Conquest of Elysium, you're much more... Oh, hold on a minute. This could be a bit scary. Oh, look at this. This guy's going for it. I think another thing that I like about this game, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? Like the idea of two moose attacking some kind of like some Cthulhuan monster from the void. It's just so bizarre, and they've really leaned into it as well. We were attacked in a village too. Oh wow, look at this. Oof. We're not going to survive that. Yeah, look at that. There was 22 brigands. Okay, so we're going to have to send our main army in to deal with those guys. Oh, this guy's got meteor, look. Let's get that out. That'll be fun. Oh, they ambushed us. Okay, he might die. Unless he can get a meteor off beforehand. Okay, these guys need to get more troops, I'd say. So let's get... There's another cultist of the deep available. But where do I want to put him? that's already a decent sized force, at least with regards to the commanders there. I might actually put him up this direction. Oh, we might going to lose this as well. Let's get him up here. I think another thing that's nice about Conquest Elysium is it kind of teaches you that in other 4X games, right? Sometimes if I'm let's say I'm playing Remnants of the Precursors or something, and I've built up a colony, and you know the colony's doing really well, and then I lose it somehow for whatever reason. It can be a little bit distressing. You don't be like, oh god, I just spent hours and building up this colony. I've lost it now. I must be losing. I think Conquest Elysium really teaches you that there's an ebb and flow to these games, and it's absolutely fine to lose like a town here and there because you can just take it back. Rotti's saying, I'm just an armchair designer, but I think it would be great if a faction like the Demonologists had a custom victory condition tied to invading the Heavenly Spheres. Yeah, I'm all for it. I think that's great. If somebody can figure out a way of putting custom victory stuff in, I think that would be awesome. Because, yeah, a lot of the content in Conquest of Elysium is entirely optional, and the only times when things like the other planes really force their way into the game are up there in some of the end game scenarios, which are I think it's fair to say that probably one of the more unpopular parts of this game. Right, let's see if we can survive this. Okay, we might be all right here, unless Yimbiff here, the High Cultist, takes another arrow, of course, in which case you might be in trouble. Just going to speed it up just a touch. Okay, we managed to survive. Okay. We just lost a swordsman and an insane fisherman, which is no loss, in all honesty. Okay, let's get this guy down here, chasing these creatures out. This mother of monsters, by the way, has been happily sat there squirting out monsters, like she's some baby-making production machine. Let's get this guy down here too. I'm not ready to take her on yet. I mean, these swamp monsters have got 50 hit points each. Look. Quite a lot of them. They're leveling up as well. I don't know what it is that they're doing. They're just here having some crazy lizard orgy. Hydra hatchlings, doppel spawn. These things are nasty as well. They actually, I think when they hit you, they can turn you into a doppel. They turn you into more tentacles. And the marsh worm. Yeah, this is funny because this spawned like just 2 squares away from, well, a couple of squares away from my starting place. I should take this now as well. I don't know why I've not taken that. Okay, I'm going to get it. Oops. No, I don't want to do that. Let me get a decent front line on this. Okay. Let's get this guy moving up this way. And then it's going to be time to do some summoning. Letherington saying, trying to play Conquest of Elysium with friends for years. We always joke that it often takes 5 restarts before we get an attempt where someone doesn't die after 3 turns. Yeah, I think it's a lot better in Conquest of Elysium 5. That was a real problem in the 4th game, without a doubt. In fact, it's funny because when I wrote my review of the game for Explorminate, I was a bit like, I remember putting that as one of the criticism of the game, saying that sometimes you can, within a few turns, you can actually start very close to something that can kill you quite fast. And other games wouldn't do that, like other 4X games wouldn't do that. But that's more like a roguelike thing. But most roguelikes are smart enough to make it so that the player starts far enough away from, a game-ending threat at the start. The only game that I can think of that doesn't do that is Cataclysm: Dark Days Ahead, where you can start within just a couple of screens or something that can chase you down really fast. But actually, after I wrote that, I didn't actually come across that problem ever again. I don't think I've, every now and again, if something happens in this game, I will save scum it just to see if I can get out of it. And I did that a lot while I was doing my review, and I found that it was very, very rare that the game landed you in a situation that you couldn't win, if you made the correct choice. So I actually think that Conquest Elysium 5 is much better balanced in that respect. It's funny, those Soulless, they tank a lot of damage. They're just absolutely useless in combat. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay here. What I'm going to do, though, before we go in, is I'm actually going to raise some troops up. Army of the Deep near water areas. So we could cast that here, but not here. What about this guy? What's he got? Constellations are somewhat volatile. It's hard to say if they're favourable or not. Stars are in a weak position. Summonings will be slightly less powerful than usual. This astrology reading will be accurate for 6 months. Okay, let's just leave that then. We won't do any summoning for a little while. Just lost our coal mine. Go and grab that back. Oops, who we got left? This guy. Rotte's saying, this is in relation to his point about the custom victory conditions, you know, or one of the things that could happen is the cultist conquers the void. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, all of them have got their own plane, basically, that they have some affinity with, for the most part, apart from Baron and a couple of the others. And you know, the Hoburg. So I think that yeah, that would be cool. I like the idea of that. I think that's really cool. I think anything that gave you a little bit more incentive to go and explore those places, because one thing I'd say about this is by the time you're powerful enough to start exploring those other places, the game's over. Now, this is one reason why it's nice to play the game on teams. You know, like to actually boost the AI level up and put it on teams. In 5 games that I played, including this one, I think I've only lost 1 AI player. So putting it on Wilder and giving the AI teams, you know, like giving it a teammate really makes a big difference in that respect. So I think if you want to go plane exploring, this is the way to play it. I love the fact that there's so much to explore. I just wish there was some incentives pushing you to do it. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Because currently, any resources you divert from fighting forces on Elysium might put you at a disadvantage. Yeah, that's it. I mean, look, what I think is wonderful about this game is that you don't have to rush. Like, there's no the AI. Another point I made in my review was the AI does not kind of like it doesn't have an anti-player bias. Okay, it doesn't target you. In the sense of it's like, okay, here's a player, I must go and defeat them. It doesn't do that. It runs its own AI script on on expanding. So that means that you can kind of cheese the AI. I mean, the AI is not great. It's not bad particularly, but it's not amazing. Yeah, I'll take one of them. Yeah, it's not terrible, but it does mean that you can kind of cheese it a little bit. Now, what have we got here? Oh, we got a bunch of these dudes. Okay. These are just normal archers. I think we'll be okay. The strongest thing that they've got is that High Lord. These are really hard to kill. But I think we should be good. We've got magic on our side. Oops. Oh. Whoopsie. This is what happens when I hit the I hit the wrong button. Whoopsie. Letherington saying, yeah, it's often a game that you might you just have to expect you'll die off very early, very often, and have to restart. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I this was my 5th attempt. So, oh, look at this. We have Bakemono General. He's only got base units though, so there's nothing to be too scared about. Let's see if we can get some more troops up here though. Bakemono probably want archers. Let's get some up here too. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take off the buy at overprice now. I don't need so many sacrifices. I probably want a little bit of money coming in. There's a battle in the forest. Okay. The dreaded deer. Yeah. This is, they can't stand up against this army. By the way, this thing is really good. This Yithian thing. That thing there is really, really nice. Okay, here's this assault on this town, on this port. Rusty's saying, have you had the opportunity to explore any of the more difficult to reach areas of the game in your playthroughs? As a demonologist, I was messing around in Inferno, I think. I remember accidentally teleporting one of my characters down into Inferno, and then he managed to get out, which I was amazed at, because usually if you teleport a character down without his army, yeah, they're as good as gone. You've just opened Pinhead's puzzle box, basically. But actually, that time I managed to escape. So, right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in this. I just blundered this army in. If he gets Meteor off, we might be able to kill a few things here. Let's see what happens. This Mother of Monsters, by the way, has got like really good magic as well. Summon Serpent, Poison Mist, Poison Bolts. Yeah, we're doomed. Yeah, okay, we got a Meteor off there, look. I just put that a bit too quick. Now, these things aren't going to like fire very much. But yeah, I mean, they are regenerating. So, yeah, to answer your question, no, not really. I've not done a huge amount of exploration, I'll be honest with you. What a shame we can't afford these Pikeneers or this catapult. Let's just leave someone here. I might actually just leave this guy here. Urnamamu, and maybe this one too. What have you got attached? Oh, you've got the assassin attached. Okay. And I'll get this guy back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these guys forwards. And I'll actually start expanding out this direction, I think. And I will leave these two here, and they're going to be doing some summoning. Now, constellations are somewhat volatile. Stars are in a weak position. Okay, so we can still probably call some stuff forward. Let's try. Yeah, we're not getting that many of them, but it's something, and something is better than nothing. These Atlanteans can go underwater too, so I think this guy is amphibious as well. Yeah, he is. These guys can probably go out into the water. Now, by the way, if for anybody who wants to try exploring the other planes, High Cultist is probably a good option, I'd say. Because High Cultist has probably got a somewhat better chance of being able to survive in the void, and if you start messing around in the plains, you're probably going to end up in the void at some point, and it's dead hard to survive once you're in there. Yeah, we're going to actually wreck these barbarians. Let's go and take those guys out. Probably should go and get this iron mine back. Although there's quite a lot of those. Yeah, maybe not. Try and avoid them in that case. Are these all amphibious? I believe so. Okay, why can't you go into this water then? That's why. Okay. So yeah, this might be a little bit of a spoiler. So spoiler alert to anybody who's watching who hasn't done this before. But the Elysium is a flat Earth place, and if you keep walking out into the sea, or if you're swimming out into the sea, something fun happens. There's been a battle in the plane. This is going to be an absolute massacre. I mean, just for a start, we've got so much magic and lots of arrows. Mind you, these barbarians do hit very, very hard when they're berserking. See if I can get one. Yeah, he's gone berserk, look. So I think that makes your strength go up, is that right? Yeah, +1 strength, plus 10 morale bonus, so they're never going to run away. And the ability to continue fighting even with negative hit points. So yeah, these can be really, really good. I tell you what though, this is one faction. Oh, we managed to take the cavalry. This is one faction I've never done very well with. I'd say that I'm the least experienced with barbarian, with the barbarian chief. I'm really not very good with them at all. Can I take 4 green users out with those? No, probably not. Cloak of Mirrors. Let's see what that does. I don't remember seeing this one before. Where are you? There we are. Sorry, my eyesight is really, really bad. Constant mirror images 4. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to give that to the assassin. And we might actually be able to use this assassin now. The assassins in this game are really good, and they take a little bit of... They require a little bit of building, I'd say. Rotte saying, would be exciting to see you poke into the void if you get the opportunity. That's one of the ones I barely put a foot into. I can show you at this game if you want. It's it's interesting. I'll give you that. I'll give it that. I think that's probably the word for it. I can't believe I walked into this ancient temple. Oh, we gave her a festering wound. She's unlucky. She might die. The wound has a chance of going away every month, but more often it will become infected, resulting in a disease affliction. If she becomes diseased, I don't think she's... No, I don't think she can survive that. She was just going to die. That's cool, man. We might be able to kill her without even intending to. Get these guys back this way. I think what I'm going to do with this guy is I'm going to carry on. Just get some elder beings out, and I've just put him on repeat ritual, so he will just keep doing that. Rush is saying, I'm really impressed with how good the Ythin is behind the troll. When I last played Cultists, I was so hesitant to use them because of the friendly fire from the beams, but the troll is perfect. Well spotted. I didn't even notice that, to be honest. See, I think it's very, very, very brave game design to give you so limited options when it comes to combat, like Conquest of Elysium does. It basically forces you to rely entirely on the randomized nature of the game. So, you know, the stuff that you're getting basically is what you get to play with. You don't... It's entirely about force composition, and now you've got because the magic items are a lot easier to get. You know, this is the other way that you get to kind of like influence the battle. We've got enough dispossessed spirits, so we can defeat those dispossessed spirits, I think. Ah, we've got a Cloud Lord here. Let's kill that, I think. I'll get rid of it quick. Also, we've got a captain. Let's just keep that guy there on sentry, I think. I'm just going to go and check on this dude who I left. Yeah, he's just going to be making these. Oh, let them get wounded. I wonder if they actually ended up fighting because they probably called in some and failed it. I think what I'm going to do is let me cast astrology. Yeah, less powerful, still volatile. That's going to be accurate for another couple of months. We've still got plenty of these though. Now these ones I think are, yeah, these are stationary as well. The strange thing, they're a nice little guard. Yeah, because there's so many different units, you can come up with some crazy combinations. I was really impressed when I played the Warlock, because the Warlock, it's almost like 4 different character classes in one. And the combinations that you can come up with, you can really find a counter for pretty much everything with the Warlock, I'd say. Also, I played through with the Baron again recently, since the updates to Conquest of Elysium 5. And man, is Baron strong now. I actually thought that was one of the weaker factions early on. I don't know if I just didn't play it right in Conquest of Elysium 4, but I think the Baron is super strong now. The only thing that I don't like about the Baron is the fact that it doesn't really get very many rituals, which is a bit of a shame. Leftington saying, what do you think about High Priestess? I think the High Priestess is really, really good. I think the High Priestess is one of those characters that if you don't deal with like very, very fast, you're going to die. Because her mechanic where she basically eats up the villages in the game, or the towns, or the cities, in order to create the to summon up the Barlight Giants is really, really strong. So yes, I think she's very, very powerful. She's really good fun to play, but there's a kind of momentum that you need to build up. So, you know, if you swallow all the starting towns, well, you're going to have no money. So you need to kind of, I don't know, it depends on the map, obviously, but really you need to like get to this sort of point where we are here, getting a decent income and a load of sacrifices. Is it sacrifices they use? Yeah, they do. And then when you feel like you've got a target, that's when you start chomping down on all your villagers and turning them into anakites and, you know, things like that. And then you need to turn into a wrecking ball, essentially, and then you need to push for your target. If you try to do it willy-nilly, you can end up running out of villagers. So you kind of, you know, you end up mulching or you're sacrificing all your populace, turning them into giants, and the giants gets killed by something. Yeah, then that's not good. Is that all I got for my 25? Oh, look at that. Damn it. You had one job. Let's go and take Aunt Vale back. Oh, these guys got stuck. Oh, I don't have enough gold. Rotti's saying, I'm 100% with what you said about simplicity, Ben. Part of what makes CoE so great in my mind is simplicity mixed with variety, which keeps things engaging. Going to hunt trolls with enslaved casters to build a front line of Aethians is something I've never considered, but I'm tempted to boot it up just to give it a go. Look, I mean, trying to actually manufacture that situation is going to be difficult, right? Because you've got to find a troll, and then you've got to have the you know, you kind of got to fight. You've got to have the spells that you need in order to take it. I find that. Oh wow! Look at that! These guys are chewing through my troops. Oof! Those guys are really, really good. War Shamblers. Okay, that's right. So I only had 2 of those. Those guys had 7. that really hurt. Anyway, yeah, so it's quite difficult to kind of manufacture those sort of situations, actually. I don't want to fight these Tritons. Let's just go around them if we can. And what I'll do is I'll send this guy off the edge and you can see what the void looks like. We've got 5 archers here. I think we'll be alright here. Let's move both of these in. That should be plenty. Oh, we've got a scout. Okay, that's going to help. I'm just going to keep him there for a few turns and just keep building stuff up. Okay, we've got a commander out of it. Okay, yeah, we've still got one more turn of this kind of like unfavourable situation. We're going to go and pick up some of these free spawn units we're getting here as well. Lethington saying what? Oh, sorry, I've already answered about High Priestess. Okay. Yeah, it's funny because I was actually starting to work on a tier list video for this, and I got really stuck because I don't really know how a tier list would actually work. You know, in this, like, what I think, you know, a classic tier list is just like which is the strongest. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't. Every time I see someone say that they think a faction's really strong or really weak, I kind of find evidence to the contrary. So I don't know. I just think that it's really difficult to take. Oh, these snakes might kill me. Oh well. Okay, those little long dead weren't doing anything. Yeah, so doing a tier list was really hard, and I started. You know, I was talking to some of the people in in the Explorminate Discord saying, what do you think about me doing a sort of tier list where really what I'm, I'm just sort of talking about which are the most fun, and they were like, no, it needs to be the strongest. So I was like, okay, I don't know if this is going to be a very good video, because it's just like, yeah, this faction is, these guys might be good against one particular faction, but on another map, with a different section of factions, they're probably not going to be so good. I think people who are really familiar with the game might be able to be a little bit more certain than I am on, which factions are strong and which aren't. I think that Conquest of Elysium 5 really has balanced this, balanced the game out in a big way. Let's get a ship up here. I'm going to get this guy to come back, and we'll do some piracy. Controlling over anything will be very difficult. Right, this astrology thing's really, really useful. Big help. Battle in the forest. Lots of moose. Come on, see if we can capture it. There we go. Oh, we got him. Awesome. So yeah, we got a moose. Now, if I could keep that out of combat long enough for it to get its health back, that will be quite punchy. There's nothing really to see here. Yeah, we didn't lose anything. We've got a cultist of the deep available. Let's get that guy. Where do we want him? Let's put him in my hometown. I might actually just... Yeah, let's get the ritual mastery up. Oof, contact old ones. Yeah, we don't want to do this yet. Let's just get him up to speed. Ah, okay. We've got a painted jade priestess here. She's got a plus morale tattoo. We want to kill her because we don't want these guys pumping Amazons out. They're actually a really good unit. I think they're a good unit. I've honestly, it's difficult to tell because, like I said, I never really got very far with the barbarian. Rotti's saying, I feel like it's almost impossible to create comprehensive tier lists. So much depends on starting age and matchups, as you pointed out. You might make a unit tier list based on their individual power and the cost of difficulty of getting them. Yeah, the problem with that is, how many units are there in Conquest of Elysium? It's like about 800? Maybe 900, something like that. Yeah, I'd love to do a tier list. The amount of work that would go into it if it was going to be, to my normal... Well, at least... If I was going to make it to what I would consider to be, a high standard, I think it would just be really, really long and really, really hard. I want to do it though. What I've got to do, I actually started playing through every single class, right? And that was good because it made me catch up with some that I'd not played in ages. By the way, I've not played High Cultist in ages, so this is really good fun for me because it's been such a long time. Let's go and kill these dwarves. I think, mind you, those dwarves would probably kill a lot of troops before I got them. What I'll do is, yeah, I don't need these guys to be up here, do I? We've got one more turn of that, of the bad astrology, if I remember right. What I'll do is I might actually build up a navy and then we'll go coastal raiding just because it's fun, right? This is one thing that I think that I would encourage people to do in Conquest of Elysium. Just do stuff for the fun of it because it is really, really good fun just to mess around. Oh, Star Child, interesting. Call Army of the Deep. Okay, so this is basically gonna call more warriors, I guess. But 75, that's quite cheap. I'll be interested to see how many it actually brings. Horoscope. Some say the stars control everything that happens in Elysium, and some say that is the other way around, and the stars follow the actions of Elysium. Neither hypothesis is right. The stars do not particularly care about Elysium, but the stars contain the record of everything, and an experienced astrologer can take advantage of this by observing the ever-shifting sky. With this ritual, the astrologer tries to interpret the sky to find out about any immediate threats to himself. Astrology is not an exact science, and the perceived threat may not be the one that is about to kill him. Ritual is easy to perform in locations of power that are tied to the void. Alright, yeah, we haven't got any void gateways nearby, I don't think. Let's keep that guy, let's keep him on ice for a bit. Letherington says, I've never actually watched any of your Conquest of Elysium content before these streams. Found you for the Shadow Empire series and haven't had time to watch the COE backlog yet. Right, so most of my Conquest of Elysium stuff, I think, was on BATTLEMODE. I did for Rob's channel. And I did... there was one that I never finished. I think it was the Burgermeister I didn't finish. So yeah, just be aware that if you start watching that one, just be aware that I didn't finish that one, I'm afraid. I'm gonna try and put something in that silver mine if I can. Ooh, I'll take those. Awesome. Star is in a weak position. Summoning is slightly less powerful, but it's reliable. Okay. The water star is in a powerful position. Expect extra beings from the deep to be extra attracted to summonings. Okay, that's this turn. So let's get Core Warriors of the Deep. That was good indeed. Okay. We've got an iron mine here. 2 iron mines. And a guard tower at Cloudreach, which is also... Oh. Don't think I'll manage that. Too many archers, and they've also got a catapult, so... but that is something we would like to go for, I think. Let's get these guys down this way. Rotty's saying, Conquest of Elysium tier list, Magnum Opus 2, Electric Boogaloo, runtime 28 hours 52 minutes, yeah. I don't know if you've seen my 4X game tier list I did for BATTLEMODE, but that was like 3 hours long. Oh, not this Tatsu again. How dare you? What's this thing carrying? Oh, it's carrying a seeing stone. Okay. Alright. Let's get this guy, see if we can... Wow, he's gone out a long way, look. A long, long way. Don't normally have to go this far. Oh, I really want the silver mine, but that's a lot of green oozes. That's also this army is a lot stronger than it looks. These barbarian cavalry are really good. 10 hit points, 1 armor. They got a shield as well, and they got the lance charge, which just absolutely wrecks. These guys are going to die. They're going to get absolutely ruined by that. This army, on the other hand, I wonder if we can. Okay, yeah, these guys are slow. Oh, we got another one. Right. Now we can do it. I'm not worried about that at all. Yeah, I decided that was too much, didn't I? Let's just carry on exploring with these. Okay, here's the... oh, wow. Crystal Palace. Okay. Yeah, so Fravita and Livius. So the barbarians actually... Livius sounds like a senator. Wonder where he is. There's a Stonehenge there too. Letherington, I've completely forgot I found you because of BATTLEMODE. My memory is failing more and more every year, I swear. Yeah, mine too, mate. Don't worry about it. It's just the slow, inexorable push of old age. Let's get those spearmen down here in this port, because I would like to get myself a merry band. Yeah, I'd like to get a merry band of pirates going. Atlantean pirates. Cavalry are strong. Yes, they are. Yeah, I like cavalry in this game a lot. Here we go. Right. This is going to be interesting. We might lose this moose. I'm just going to slow it down just a little bit so we can see what's going on. Yeah, so we lost the moose. That's fine. I don't really care. We've got this formless spawn on the front line and this troll. Now, it looks like... Yeah, look. These guys took the cavalry charge and they're okay. So, speed it up just a touch more. These regular barbarian troops, barbarian swordsmen, will absolutely wreck standard, you know, swordsmen in that. They're just no comparison. Troll's got an injury. Oh, he's lost an eye. Okay, that's not the end of the world. I think that just gives you a 10% chance to miss? Yeah, 10% chance to miss. And she's got her jade sorcery. Oh, he's poisoned. How much poison? 8. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's more than he's going to heal. We got to kill this. We got to finish this battle fast. It's down to 7. And he's lost the other. Oh, he's blind. Unfortunately, he's got a sweeping attack, so he should still be able to hit, I think. AoE attacks are almost unaffected by blindness, and certain mental attacks are not affected at all. Okay, so he can still swing his club. We've got a big blind troll here. Okay, what do we got here? I think what I might do is get all these guys together. I'm going to leave that one. Oh, we've been ambushed. Uh-oh. I wonder what we got in here. Rotti says, I think his eyes will just go back since he has regeneration. Give a few turns. Really? Okay, if that's true, that's great. I remember in Dominions, if they got regeneration, then they just have a reduced chance of gaining afflictions, but once they've got the affliction, I don't think it goes. At least I don't think it does. I got to be honest, my memory on the rules of these games is a little bit shaky. Let's get some swordsmen. Oh, no, we've already done that. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, we've got 3 ships now. What are these carrying again? 20. Okay. So 60. That's enough ships for the time being. 60 troops all moving in ships would be really cool. Yeah, let's see if this troll's eyes grow back. That'll be interesting. Rotti says, it works a little different in Conquest of Elysium, thankfully. I did a lot of Troll King shenanigans early on, and he kept getting rid of afflictions like it was nothing. Okay, that's good then. Oh, wow, look at that. We got phase spiders. We're going to be lucky to survive this. I managed to kill one. Oh, yeah, he's dead. Okay, I don't know if these guys have managed to kill this. These things are really, really strong. Okay. Okay, they did it. We just lost our commander. Oh, there we go. Look, so this is the void here, look. So what we do is we just walk off into this. Then we'll go into the void. Don't expect that guy to last very long, by the way, once we do. Let's get some crossbowmen up here too. Okay, so that's what happens when you get an army of the deep, look. How many troops have we got now? 53. Okay, all these guys can go in this. Let's get another ship. Oh no, I can't get another one. I'll wait till next turn. 6 phase spiders, that's a lot. Yeah, these guys are going to get wrecked if these phase spiders walk in here. Godspeed, Frogman. Go boldly where no Frogman has gone before. The thing is, that's where he's been dreaming of going for a long, long time. He's been dreaming of relay. There we go. Right, so he's got down. He goes into the void. Now look, 6 star oaks. Look at these things. There's just 6 of these things, just casually hanging around in the void. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, there you go. So this is what it's like in the void. Basically, it's I mean, deadly is not the word. It's just ridiculous. I think you need to be really strong if you want to survive down there. Let's get some heavy infantry since these guys are going to be going in the boats. Okay, these war shamblers are really good. I like them a lot. Let's see what happened to Frogman. Yeah, the horrors of the void have overtaken them. Okay, so that's the void, basically. But like now, you'll see that we can actually... Hold on, which one's the void again? Oh, it's usually once you've gone down into one of the planes, it actually shows you. It enables you to look at it, but I don't think you can with the void. That's kind of interesting. Now the void kind of exists. All the planes are connected in an interesting way, and I got to be honest with you, I don't really know how it works. So let's get some more of these heavy infantries. Okay, and then I want a bunch of crossbowmen, and then I think we're fairly good to go. Great ceremony in the deep. Okay, it's got to be right in the deep, like deep sea. But that might be interesting because I think you get different creatures there. Okay, I'm going to send. Let's get the assassin just to go and take that. These guys can move. Oh no, Kosoth can't move. Interesting. Okay, so the movement penalty from the iron mine actually kicked in there, I think. Okay, in that case, let's summon up some units. Okay, well those will do to guard things. Oh, he's got all the rituals now. Crossbowmen. I want a front line of these heavy infantry, and then I want a bunch of crossbows and archers behind, and then this will be a nice little pirate force. Let's get this guy into here. Okay, now we can do the grand ceremony in the deep. I'll do that next turn. Stars are in a good position for power. Summonings will be powerful now. Accurate for 3 months. Excellent. Let's save up some of those sacrifices. Rossi said, all I know is the void is essentially a plane that connects most of the planes through unique gateways, but I've never explored it much beyond what you just did. Yeah, I've not really gone far into the void. It's really hard to survive in there. Like for example, in Hades and Inferno, you can survive for a little while before something massive jumps on you. But in the void, I've won a few battles down in the void. You don't really last for very long. What's nice about the void is there are resources down there, so you will actually find stuff that you can take. Barbarian camp. Right, I'm going to go and kill those, and then I'll go and take this barbarian camp, and we'll and the Crystal Palace, and then we'll knock this player out, and then we're kind of getting somewhere close towards being able to get somewhere in this game. Scout and another ship. Okay, 72 army is able to go by boat. Good job. Now, you, sir. Let's do the greatest ceremony in the deep. Pillar of the Depths. Look at this, 26 hit points. Armor 3, Strength 7, Bite and Spear. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. And then we've got some Angler of the Depths. So yeah, these are like really strong units that you can get here. So let's just have a look at the War Shambler. 18 hit points, 2 armor, 6 strength, 26 hit points. Yeah, so these are much stronger. Pillar of the Depth. Yeah, we want more of those guys. Let's wait till next turn and we'll summon some more. This thing's slow as well. Actually, we could take this thing with us now, considering we're using heavy infantry. I think I probably should go into the clouds next. Rotti's saying, I'm also terrified of Hades. I sent a crack army as a senator to have a look, and it turns out mortals don't fare so well down there. No, they do not. The dead do not like the living from even hanging out down in Hades for very long. It's very difficult to survive down there. Okay. Yep, look at this troll. Okay, so you're quite right, Rotti. He's actually healed all those. He's grown his eyes back. Okay, that's good. Got some spearmen available. I might grab those here. So we've just got a front line. Let's get this guy picking up some of these things that are just lying around. Bring them back. Okay, Xanthus is going to create a ceremony in the deep. There we go. And then we're going to come back. I think that we'll come back and Kosov still can't move. I wonder if he's got an immobile unit in. No, those are the only slow ones. Okay, he's just going to have to chill there a little bit longer. Now, bear in mind, Voldan is invisible. So he shouldn't get attacked unless an enemy wanders onto him accidentally or just sort of blunders into him. It's going to take these dwarves out. Letherington says, who could have guessed that living things don't fare well in the underworld? Well, exactly. You know, you were warned. It's a Tatsu. Right. These guys could probably take this out now. Especially since these guys have got poison resistance. And the Tatsu is a poison creature. It's poison breath. So, when he's got elemental magic as well. Strange him. Yeah, I'd like to kill that if I can. Just got to think about what the chances are of me pulling it off. Probably quite high if I've got some more troops. So let's try it. Let's see if we can kill him. Roll the dice. And I'll leave this guy here. Why are those face spiders just hanging around in those hills, I wonder? Right. Let's get these swordsmen up somewhere where they're going to be useful. Maybe I'll bring them here. I like to actually have a garrison, you know, like troops just sort of pooling in various places when I've got the money. Rotti says, it makes the prospect of making super combatants a lot more viable in this game since you can fairly reliably get rid of afflictions. That's a good point. That is a really good point. Super combatants are something I've experimented with in this game. They're much more difficult to do than in Dominions, but they are absolutely possible and viable. And I'd say that once you get a very good one, they can be very hard to defeat actually in Conquest of Elysium. Now, dwarves are always going to do a bit of damage. I expect I'm going to lose some units here. These are just normal dwarves, not dwarf warriors. Yeah, I did lose a few units, look. Look at these guys on the front. I think these are taking friendly fire. My troops on the front are taking friendly fire. Okay. I lost 6 swordsmen and 1 spearman, so yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can take out this Tatsu. I don't think it's going to be able to do too much damage to us with the... We've got lots of poison resistance. Although my mage is actually poisoned now. And he's not poison resistant, so... Oh, look at that! There, he died. Okay. But we did kill the Tatsu, so... There's a bottle of living water available. That's actually a really good item, if I remember right. Okay, yeah, let's go and get that. Yeah, that's the water elemental. Rossi says, I strongly recommend playing around with it as the Margraf. Hobbit vampires are a really fun chassis. I've never really got that far with the Margraf, actually. Just everything about him is so slow. like literally they are slow, and they also have the, you know, heavy reliance on undead, which are also slow. But I gather that the Margraf has got some really nice little mechanics that you don't get anywhere else. I am really, really interested in trying it out. Okay, so we need a front line here. We've got a lot of... We've actually got probably way too many archers here. I don't need that many archers. So... This is a slow army, isn't it? So we might as well take some heavy infantry on the front. Okay, 84 units. This is not looking like a bad little army now. So, especially since it's led by... There we go. It's led by Starchild. Mental Overload. Okay, that's Confusion. Pretty cool. This one's got... So this guy can do Stun, Paralyze, Confusion. All sorts of different debuffs. And Luck. Foresight, which is actually quite good too. Let's get these guys sailing now. So we're going to go... Oops. Join us, friend. Just going to sneak around with Voldan here. Rottie's saying, you're absolutely right though, it's as slow as frozen molasses, but that's part of what makes getting vampires so great. It's honestly why I started trying to make vampires super combatants, so I would have the mobility. Yeah, you can definitely cover for some of the weaknesses that you will get, you know, with some of these factions when you start playing with things like that. The warlords, the warlock is really good because I don't know if you see, I can't remember what they're called now, but the elemental knights, like the elemental royalty in the in Conquest Elysium, are really strong. So you get these knights, the Earth Knights, I think, are they've got like armor 3. So if you put a bunch of armor stuff on them, I think it might even be armor 4. You can get them up to like armor 6 or 7, and then give them another bunch of items, and they will do super combatant stuff too. Okay, we've got some archers available. We don't want them there. These guys have got way too many archers already. So let's go up and start challenging these guys here. Right. Now, if I remember right, this Starchild has called Army of the Deep. Okay, that's got to be in a coastal area. Greater Ceremony in the Deep is the one I want. Let's get these... Oh. Now, Deep Sea. Can we go in there with boats? Maybe not. It's aquatic. Okay, since they're mobile... Hold on. Let me just make sure that I've got this all right. Okay, we can move into the Deep Sea. Okay, so we can actually get some rituals out on here. I think I'm going to try to For some reason, I'm losing sacrifices. Oh, that's why. Look, here's the problem. Okay, have we got a leader up here? Yes, we've got Dolgad here. Right, let's get this guy just picking up some of our sacrifices that we've lost. I wondered what was going on there. Donar here is just sat doing nothing. Let's get another line of heavy infantry, and I'm going to actually send him off. Let's go down this direction and start picking up some of this stuff. Definitely want to keep away from the void spiders, though. Rotti says, boats can safely take you to any ocean tile so long as it's not on fire. Okay, great stuff. Alright, let's move these guys in. We're going to take back the town of Antvale. I might get this dude back this way. 35 sacrifices a turn. 37. Definitely need to take this town. I don't know why I've not taken the City of Crafts yet. I'm being a bit dizzy. I think it's probably because I'm getting tired. How long have I been streaming now? Just over an hour. I might end the stream in a minute, guys, because I'm starting to feel a little bit fatigued. Come on. Oh, we managed to grab him. Okay, Barbarian Cavalry. Excellent. Okay, we didn't even lose anyone. Very nice. Yeah, I probably should leave a garrison in there now I think about it, but no bother. I could probably take this now too, with my main army. That might be worth coming for, actually. Let's just go and see what's up this direction. Alright, Dolgad's going to head back here. I just need to wait for another cultist of the deep or something in this direction. Yeah, I probably don't want to be sailing in the deep sea because it's... mind you, it all takes 2 movement points by the looks of it. Do slow units? Yeah, the boats are slow. I see. I haven't actually used the boats a whole lot, I've got to be honest with you. But now is the time to be experimenting with such things, I'd say. Yeah, I probably should go and kill these, kill this barbarian, yeah, this character. What do we got here? Moon Mage. Ooh. Quite a lot of troops too. I do think that I can kill them though. Although, 1, 2, yeah. Just try and keep near to him, I think. Okay, now we want to do this great ceremony in the deep. Also contact old ones. What's Void Mastery? Interesting, I've not seen this. This must be because he's a Star Child. Okay. Ah, this, I guess Horoscope must be Void Mastery as well, because I don't think that you get this one with the other guys either. Let's go for contact old ones. Oh no! He rejected us! Get the Star Spawn, Void Magic level 2. Oof, yeah, he's pretty strong. Mind Blast Life Drain, okay. I'm gonna have fun fighting him. Okay, he's moved into Antvale. I have to wait for him to come out of there because I don't want to go and fight him in there. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he's summoning horrors. This could be really, really dangerous. Okay, we got him. Alright. Yeah, he wasn't that strong. If I didn't even lose anything, that's quite lucky. We were attacked in Iron Mine. Let's see if these things can actually do some damage. Nope. Oh, they managed to charm a couple. Oh well, that's better than nothing. Fisherman's Trident. Yeah, these guys are just going to wait here, I think. Carry on moving, guys. All right, my plan here is I'm going to sail down the coast of Elysium and just see what we can pillage. He's stuck there for that turn. Ah. I have an idea. Go and get these guys, and hopefully they won't die. This ice won't melt. If it does, then he's going to be taking a drink. Rotty says, you take those RNG rolls in stride. I would have been tearing my hair out if I lost 100 blood slaves. I know, I don't care. Like, I think that it's very hard to lose this game after a certain point. So, you know, you can have a real string of bad luck and still be okay. And I think it's kind of part of the game as well, you know. It just makes me... It kind of makes me laugh, really. Oh, here we go. Right, he just left behind one barbarian bowman. Okay, we're still in the deep sea. Should we try and do this one again? We've got enough. Let's just see the horoscope. Oh, look at this. Okay, that was the wrong spell. But look at this. Look, we found the green team. Ocelotls. The terror of Mictlan. Oh, and they've got a Balam as well, look. 115 hit points. Strength 9. Yeah, he's got a whole bunch of blessers as well. I was surprised to find that this was a really fun faction, Priest King. I wasn't sold on it initially. And then when I actually tried playing it, I was like, whoa, actually this was really good. It was astrology I wanted to do. Okay. Let's just leave those there for the time being. Oh! Ah, okay, so the barbarians are actually hidden. I think we should manage this. Especially since we've got this elder thing here. That'll be an interesting battle. Got one more turn. Yeah, we should be able to get to this coastal hamlet and take it. Look at them with their bear. Oh, it's a barbarian werebear. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, miscovered. Single target range attacks will have a 50% chance of missing. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so I don't have much of an advantage here now. They're also using archers though, so they're also going to be affected by it. Okay, we lost our commander. He was too close to the front. The Shambler Prince died. Yeah, it was a barbarian werebear though. Those things are really strong. Rotty says, I don't know why, but I've never played any of those Mesoamerican inspired factions in any Illwinds game. I didn't think that I would enjoy them either, and they are incredibly good fun. Xibalba and Mictlan in Dominions are really, really good. I'm speaking in the early area because I've not really played them in the others, but I had a blast with them, like an absolute blast. Just want to kind of need to leave some of these guys behind. I don't need all these troops. I might as well leave some of them in the town. Okay, I managed to get there. Right, let's go for the contact all ones again. Okay, we got him. Awesome. Right. Urnamu, the Basalt Prince. Urnamu. Sounds like something that Vic Reeves would say. Let's have a look. 70 hit points, 8 magic resistance, that's high. 2 armor, 8 strength, morale 7. Hydromancy. Yeah, this guy's good, look. Stream of water, that's stun. Yeah, we want to be able to summon water elementals. Then we've got Rising Tide, which is stun. Strength negates, burst area 25. Yeah, that's good. And Call Water, 25 lesser waters. That's 1 lesser water, and this is 1 to 4. Let's get rid of that then, and we'll use Stream of Water. Okay, this guy's a commander as well. He probably has rituals. Ah, he does, look. Oh, look, he can do the Ritual Grandmastery. Okay, I don't think he can. No, but he can do Lesser Void Mastery, look. Well, he's just got astrology. Oh. He's got a 1 sacrifice astrology. That's interesting. Interesting. That's really cool. But yeah, look at this guy. This guy can actually go to the Ritual Grand Mastery. This is going to be the like this Basalt Prince. Then this is your access to level 3 spells. Awesome. That's really, really cool. Let's keep him together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these guys to carry on sailing. Well, I will do once they can start sailing. Umanu. I think the mission is going to be now just to try to get myself. Oh, it's just to try to get myself to the level 3, and then we can start thinking about trying to win the game. Folks, I'm probably going to end this stream here. So, thanks so much for coming in and joining in. It's always good fun just to come and chat and just hang out. Oh, you can actually reread this astrology reading. That's pretty cool. Yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out and just chatting with me while I'm playing. It's great fun. I'm going to do this more regularly. I think I'm going to do this every Sunday night and maybe every Wednesday, because then I can get it done twice a week. And you know, even if I've just got a few people watching, it's just I like playing games anyway, and I might as well share the experience with everyone else. So. Thanks a lot, guys. Rotsy saying thanks for the stream. Well, thank you. And thanks for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. And yeah, go tell your friends. Take it easy, guys. I'll catch you next time.